Alright guys, I know. I've been slacking so fucking hard on videos. It's kind of crazy. So, obviously the holidays threw a kink in things, Wasn't able to work out Christmas Day, day after Christmas. We're on schedule, okay? Don't you even worry about me. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know. I fucking have had videos to post and had videos I edited and needed to upload, and I fucking didn't. So that's on me, guys. I've got them both exported onto my MacBook. I'm gonna edit them tonight, upload them both, schedule this upload for tomorrow, and we'll be freaking all caught up. But my sincerest apologies. I feel like shit whenever I don't get videos out. I'm like, the last time I uploaded was like 5 days ago, so I'm like, holy fuck. I'm like, oh god, it's not like people are like, oh my god, no one posted, but obviously to kind of push myself out there, I gotta be consistently uploading. So it's not necessarily my favorite thing to do, missing uploads, because then it's like I'm not staying on a consistent schedule. People can't expect like, oh, no one's gonna post every day, and obviously that's my goal, is like to post every day. That way, new and old viewers always got something to watch, and it's not like I got a consistent following of people who want to watch my videos every day, but I feel like it really helps push your traction out there. So definitely something I'm locking back in on as of today, because I fucking hate when that shit happens. But a little bit of lore drop over the Christmas break. Pretty good Christmas. Got some cool stuff. Got a new pistol from my dad. It's an FN57. Super fun to shoot, but the ammo runs you about 86 cents a round, so that kind of blows. Got like an ammunition bag from Meadow's parents and a lot of 9mm ammo. Did some shooting and such. Got a few cool little stocking stuffers. Meadow got me a ton of fucking Gasp clothes, so be expecting a new fit every day for like the next fucking week, bro, because I'm fucking loaded up and dripped from head to toe, which is awesome. She's like, what do you want for Christmas? I was like, some motherfucking gym clothes. You hear me, cuh? You gotta be dripped in the gym. If you don't look good, you can't lift good. You gotta feel confident in what you're wearing in order to complete an awesome lift. That is how it works. You can't argue with me otherwise. But yeah, pretty good Christmas. Other thing that happened on Christmas, diet, not on point. I mean, not in a bad way. I wasn't like eating a shit ton of food. It was more so like I was sleeping in super late and not eating like at all. I don't know what happened, but for like 3 days, I probably didn't eat for like a day and a half. I just wasn't hungry. Like I couldn't force myself to eat. Like looking at food like made me gag. I don't know. I just wasn't hungry. It was the weirdest feeling in the world. Like I was like, like it wasn't like my stomach was hungry. I didn't feel nauseous or anything. My body just wasn't hungry. I don't know if I kind of needed like a sort of reset from food or something along those lines, dude. But I just like wasn't hungry. Like, it was so weird. So I'm down to like 183. I was like 187. So that kind of blows a little, but I'm not mad about it. I'm like, shit happens. It's not like I'm fucking pushing to get there as quick as I can. I'm trying to take the healthy route. Obviously, I don't want to miss meals for 2 days straight, but a little bit happened, and the meal consistency wasn't great, but finally got pretty good and on a good basis back again today. So that's obviously a bright side. Pretty fucking mucho bueno locked back in. So that's really all that matters at the end of the day. If you take a few days absence of a lock-in, as long as you re-lock in, guys, that's all that's gonna really matter there at the end of the day. So just make sure you're always semi-locked. And I think if you're always semi-locked, you're gonna be, pretty fine at the end of the day. So just trying to back into this spot here. Might not be the most perfect of back ends, but it's a back end that'll do for sure. So whew. What the fuck is this lady doing? Dude, you're in a Jeep. You do not need to take such a wide turn. Oh my, you gotta be kidding me, man. You've got to be kidding me. But we're gonna go smash a leg day. Hopefully it's not too brutal, but the right brutal.
primary things are front splits, middle splits, and back bridge. And when too much extension on back bridge, it hits something. Everyone did. It was debilitating. And a lot of flexion work, it balances out. Kind of not going so much into extension just in my spine. Getting the hips to come with, and getting the shoulder flexion. Like more. Yeah, like J girls in the Xerxes.
I think that's pretty on key with last week. Yeah, exact same as last week. Oh, shoot, but 85. Not 82.5. Bam. Progressive 2.5. Onwards. So one more set and we can just run a leg press.
Yeah.
Gonna have to switch things a little bit up. I'll just do some RDLs next. Just gotta shake it up a little, just due to availability, and then we'll move on to it later. We'll probably go RDL, leg press, leg curl, Bulgarians, calves. Bam, done. Oh fuck. Oof, come on. Fuck. Whew. Come on. Fuck, that was heavy. Oh man. Whew. Okay. I actually did end up getting to go here. Didn't think I would, but they hit like a set and left, so didn't have to jump straight to RDLs, which was awesome. One more. Oh fuck. Oh my god, dude. I was like almost not ready to hop into that set, but you know, didn't have much of a choice. And man, it's like you don't want to take 5 minutes, but you know, I try and give myself 2 minutes at least on leg press, since it's such a heavy hitting movement. And it's almost like at 2 minutes you're like, fuck, still can hardly walk, but you know, I don't want to spend an hour on leg press, unfortunately, but feels like you could about do that and get away with it. But man, one last set here, probably give myself another 2 minutes, and then we'll hop to leg curls and then RDLs. Do the same thing we did last time because I really fucked with it, and bang from there. all fucking done there. Thank God. Now my quads get like a 15-20 minute break before we finish it off, and we'll knock out our hamstrings, and then that's really about it. Minus calves, of course, but still not a thought crossing my mind as of yet. Not gonna worry about it. Oh man. My quads still feel super stiff from leg press. I mean, in the best of ways. Like, I'm just like, God, they're fucking pumped. That felt great too. That was a great like push and set. So we went up 5 pounds, so 265, and only lost a rep, but right at 10. So I'm more than okay with that. I didn't strap in the best, so it was more of a fight with my forearm than my hamstrings on like the last 2 reps, but still great on the hamstrings. Definitely strapping a little better next time though. Okay, all done there. I think leg curls might be open, but I can't tell. Some people are just being indecisive on if they're hitting chest or legs or arms. Do a set on something, move. I don't know. It's blowing my mind though. Doing RDLs before this is gonna humble me a little. Thought I might be able to sneak past it and bang the same 9, but nope. So let's give 105 a run. Didn't mean to repause, but I think that's going to be a good weight for the next 2 sets. I think I just kind of rushed into this a little too quick, and I'll be honest, did not warm up or nothing, so that don't help my case either. But I decided to try RDLs first, and iffy on it, you know. I did like doing it first a lot, but also I like going heavy on some good old leg curls, so I'm torn. it's almost not even like the hamstrings that are completely killing me. The lower back is just like so tight. But lucky for me, a certain someone got me one of those muscle stim, you know, patches. Slap them on, put them in the machine, and it like stims your muscles and makes them like, you know, like put it on your quad, and it like makes your muscles flex. After like stim therapy, muscle shock therapy, whatever you want to call it. I got some from Meadow's mom, and I'm gonna start using them. Like after a leg day, I'm gonna shock my legs, and you know, we'll see how the recovery is, if I like it or not. Maybe helps blood flow a little. Back, for sure, I'm gonna start using it on there. My lower back has been killing me, but I get a good decompression every now and then. So we got one more set here, and then I'm gonna go hang somewhere real quick. Oh my god. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. God damn it. Ruins a plan. But we'll just finish off with leg extensions. Just got a Giga Chad on the hack squat. If you don't know what I mean by that, I mean somebody who throws as many plates that fit and are gonna do the most pussy-like reps I've ever seen. Frustrating because I really like the lunges to finish off, but 3 sets of leg extensions will do just as good. So not really terribly huge deal. I've just really been liking those Bulgarian lunges, but oh well. On to some extensions. You know, for the end of a workout, you know, when I was starting my workouts with these, I was doing 150 for 10, and to finish, and my quads still feel so pumped from leg press, and match that for 10 on 150, I'm happy with that. I'm impressed. Great tempo, great form, everything. Just keep banging. You know, I'm not even throwing sissy squats because I'm like, what's the fucking point? I don't need them. Oh, fuck. Gotta catch my breath. One more set. It's only 6:51. I'm gonna be home by like 7:20, dude. This is perfect. 7:20. Edit both videos. Upload both videos. Shock my back, shock my quads, shock my hammies. Fit in a game or two of Madden. Eat my dinner. Drink some milk. Take my sups, go to bed. Whew, come on. That's it there. Let's just do some posing after I hit one more set on calves. Now, time to show the lies underneath these long ass shorts. Which, by the way, I freaking love them. Not looking bad at all, man. I mean, obviously, per usual, the lighting in here sucks. But man, I freaking tore my hamstrings up good today. And my hamstrings really aren't looking that bad. Same deal with calves though. This lighting does my calves no justice at all. I mean, the lighting in here is always terrible, but I mean, like, there's not like I don't got a glute gap like that, you know? Like like, I think it's your adductors, if I'm right, if I'm not mistaken. They rub together all day long, man. I mean, no freaking joke. Like, some days it gets uncomfortable. I'm like, fuck, dude. I had to grab a bottle of baby powder or something. Help. Especially in the winter. In the winter, your skin gets like dry. Sorry, I'm gonna adjust my cock and balls real quick. See, I can't leave these shorts that long. I feel too goonish. I roll them just once and they're just at knee height, and that's a lot better for me. It doesn't look as goony per se. But it feels great to be back and in a consistent swing of things. It's just, you know, when the gym gets closed and shit, that really throws me off. But this was my first new gym fit. Well, I wore a gym fit, a new one. Like, I'm trying to think when even, whatever my last lift is that I haven't uploaded. So yeah, but new shirt. I had this shirt, but it got too tight, so I got an XL this time instead of like a, I think I have like a large or a medium. And these are medium shorts, but they run pretty big. But this is comfy. I love them. They're also just great around the house pants. But fuck, my legs are so pumped up. I gotta go home and get a meal in, guys. All right, guys. Just watched the new Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer, and I'm gonna keep it a $150. You know, you can never really judge a movie off of its trailer, but sometimes you can kind of be like, you know, doesn't look that good. And sometimes you watch a trailer and you're like, that movie looks fucking fantastic. And then you actually like freaking watch the movie and you're like, God, that movie was terrible. And sometimes the trailer for a movie is fucking god awful. And then you watch the movie and you're like, oh my God, I just witnessed peak fucking cinema. And I'm not gonna lie, based off the trailer for the Spider-Man Brand New Day, I was not too impressed. I was like, man, it doesn't really, it looks like it's gonna be a mediocre ass movie. And I won't lie, the other Spider-Man movies, they're pretty mediocre, but they were like decent, you know? They were like if I was a Rotten Tomato critic and I had to rate it, I would have rated them all like an 80, you know? The third one definitely would have been a little higher for me, probably like an 86, because it was like, it brought back the original, like Toby, Andrew, and it had a decent story, you know, pretty sad. Everything kind of like locked in together, like didn't leave any plot holes. So I was like, you know what? I'd give that an 86, maybe an 87, maybe an 88 even. I'd have to rewatch it for sure. And you know, I probably wouldn't be a good critic, because some movies I fucking love, other people would watch and be like, that movie is fucking terrible, Nolan. Terrible pick on your fucking part. And you know, that's why everyone's entitled to their own opinion. And a lot of times these days, I see people give movies bad ratings. And I'm like, what the fuck? That was an awesome movie. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? So, you know, it all really just depends on your perspective, because everyone's got their own little opinion and niche on what they think's good, what they think is bad. So it's really all he say, she say, you know? So it's hard to say, but I'm trying to think of a movie I really liked that a lot of people didn't like. A movie, you know, the Joker, like Folie à Deux, the fucking sequel to the first Joker, got tanked reviews. And I didn't think it was a perfect movie by any means, but I don't think it deserved like a 30 or whatever it got on Rotten Tomatoes. I thought it deserved like a 70 something, you know? I was like, it wasn't a terrible movie. I know why a lot of people didn't like it, you know? The movie definitely does kind of drag itself a little bit, you know? It probably didn't need to be that freaking long, but nonetheless, you know, it was a good movie. It wasn't a terrible movie by any means. Like, I enjoyed the movie. Did the ending piss me off a little? Yeah, of course the ending pissed me off a little. It was fucking stupid, but it wasn't a bad movie. But anyways, guys, I've gotten really sidetracked, going on a little movie rant here. That was an awesome lift. Really happy with how it went. And like, I just need to start posing on my leg days and like the locker room mirror, or like a mirror somewhere else in the gym, not in that yoga room. Because, dude, like the fucking lighting, I was taking a photo on my phone and just looked a million times better, dude. A million freaking times better. God damn it, I'm gonna have to flip a fucking Yui. You know? That's what I hate. There's like no parking in front of my house. And I haven't really talked about this much, guys, but I'm gonna buy a house. You know, it was kind of my goal. I was like, I wanna buy a house after this lease ends up, you know, it gives me enough time. And I didn't know too much about houses or nothing like that. It was more like, I'm trying to think of what I'm even trying to say here. I didn't really know shit about houses, I guess, is all I'm really freaking trying to say here. Like, the house ball knowledge was little to none. I'm kind of going off-roading a little here, so, like, because I'm just going to park on the other side of the street. Because if not, I'm going to have to fucking get outside of my car tomorrow just so that I can fucking... what am I even trying to think here? I'd have to get outside of my car tomorrow just so that I would be able to walk outside to the other side of my street, not accessible by my keys, to start my car. And it's been cold in the mornings, and I don't really want to do that, you know? But anyways, guys, you know, that was my goal. You know, I didn't really know much. Didn't really know what I was going to do or nothing. I was just like, before I graduate, I want to buy a house, you know? That was my freaking goal. I was like, I'm gonna buy a house before I graduate. And so what am I gonna do? Exactly freaking that. But I can't even park here because Chris has got a friend over and he's fucking parked on this side of the street where I could also park. And Chris and Meadow kind of took up the parking spot that's a little available to me, so they kind of fucked me a little here. But I'm just gonna back in kind of right over here, so it'll all work out at the end of the day, you know. But anyways, guys, a great freaking lift, you know. And back to what I was kind of talking about, I'm for sure gonna buy a house, you know. I'm just looking into it. I'm gonna do the first time homeowners loan, so they put the 10% or the 20 into your loan, and you pay that off as well. It's like a first time fucking home owners association type dealio. I just got to take a class, you know, get a proof of the loan, start looking at houses. I've already got a few I'm looking at. I like kind of set my budget from like, you know, $330 and lower. I found a house that's listed for $303, and I really like it. And it's pretty close over by the gym, you know. It's 3-bed, 2-bath. I like it a lot. It's all pretty remodeled. You know, there's like a little bit of remodeling I might have to do. Like, I'm not a fan of the cabinets or the hardwood color. And I wouldn't do a down payment. That would be a part of the loan. Instead of doing the down payment, I'd use like I think I have around $27,000 saved up because I was planning on using that as a down payment. But if I get that covered in my loan, it's like I can use 27, and by the time I buy a house, you know, in like May, I should by then hopefully have like 35,000, maybe even 40,000 saved up that I can use for like remodels and buying furniture and decking everything out, you know. Definitely set a budget, you know. I'd like to keep 30 grand in my savings, but you know, it's good money to lie back on for sure. So be smart with your savings, guys. You know, you want to have a cushy amount in case anything happens. So yeah, I'm gonna get inside, eat a meal, and get to bed. I love you guys. Thank you for watching.